5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
This is About Space, America's return to space, with news and information on our U.S. space program.
From our About Space Today World Headquarters, I'm John Gomez. The first Vulcan launch appears to be delayed, a new space observatory with a unique name, and NASA marks the 30th anniversary of the Hubble Space Telescope's first and most important servicing mission. These stories and more next, as America and the world are listening to About Space Today.
Welcome aboard and meet Carnival Cruise Line's new Chief Culinary Officer.
I'm so excited to take on the most sweetest job at sea, Chief Culinary Officer for America's favorite cruise line. I'm really looking forward to helping bring new, exciting, and unique flavors to the Carnival Cruise experience. This is not only going to be delicious, but it's also going to be a lot of fun. Emeril Lagasse, Carnival's new Chief Culinary Officer. It does have a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Like, BAM!
Book your fun cruise on Carnival today. Call D&D Cruise and Tours 877-747-8631. That's 877-747-8631, the official agency of About Space. And come see the Caribbean.
Welcome back. It appears the first launch of ULA's Vulcan Centaur rocket will be delayed until at least early January. Originally scheduled to launch at 1:46 a.m. Eastern Time on December 24th, ULA CEO Tory Bruno recently posted on X, formerly Twitter, that the vehicle's ground system had some routine issues that were being corrected and that he would like a full wet dress rehearsal before launch. The next launch window opens on January 8th. The launch delay could lead to a bit of history as Intuitive Machines is readying their Nova-C lunar lander, IM-1, to launch on a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket on January 12th. 2 lunar landers launching in the same week? It looks like 2024 will be getting off to a roaring start. In June of 2024, NASA is planning to launch their next space observatory. The spectrophotometer for the history of the universe Epoch of Reionization and Isis Explorer, or SHPERE, say that 10 times fast, is a planned 2-year mission that will survey the sky in optical as well as near-infrared light. It will survey hundreds of millions of galaxies, some as far away as 10 billion light-years. It will also be looking inside our own Milky Way galaxy for water and organic molecules in regions where stars are born, known as stellar nurseries. So how does it work? Well, the team at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory is here to tell you all about it.
SHPERE has 3 cones, which are called photon shields. They block light and heat from the sun and the Earth. That's a big deal because without those shields, the telescope's detectors would be blinded. But SHPERE also needs to be cold because it detects infrared light, or wavelengths slightly longer than what the human eye can see. Infrared is emitted by warm objects on Earth and out in the universe. It's also emitted by the telescope. Keeping it cold reduces the infrared glow, which lets SHPERE see faint objects that are really, really far away. The V-groove radiator and the photon shields surround the heart of SHPERE, the telescope. It's a feat of modern engineering, designed with incredible precision. And it looks tilted? The cone of fame, the gorgeous jewel, the tilted telescope. These are all part of NASA's next cosmic mapmaker, SHPERE.
Now that we know how SHPERE works, what kind of information is it going to give us?
SHPERE can help us study everything from what happened a few seconds after the Big Bang to where water comes from in planetary systems.
SHPERE will survey the entire sky every 6 months and will create a map in 96 different color bands, far exceeding the color resolution of other all-sky maps. We can't wait to see what SHPERE finds. 30 years ago, In December of 1993, the Space Shuttle Endeavour lifted off, assigned with one of NASA's most important and complex missions, fix the Hubble Space Telescope. Mission specialist Story Musgrave, who took part in 3 of the 5 spacewalks to repair the Space Telescope, recently talked about preparing for those spacewalks, having the right tools, and the importance of teamwork.
The spacewalking is an athletic event. Okay, I got to fix this thing. What are the tools? Come up with the tools, and what is the motion of the tools? And so I look at the tools and me as a dance, like an athletic event, and I trained with prime athletes. But, you know, the people at Goddard and Ceppolina and everyone else with the right kind of spirit, it's teamwork.
The crew's job was to repair the troubled space telescope's primary mirror, install a new main camera and corrective optics package, new gyroscopes, instrument upgrades, and new solar arrays. The precision involved was astronomical.
Hubble had to be stable with an angular precision of 7/1000ths of an arcsecond. This would be analogous to putting a laser on top of the Washington Monument in Washington, D.C. and illuminating an object the size of an ordinary 10-millimeter pearl at a distance of New York City and never going off that diameter of that pearl for 24 hours at a time. This is hard, folks.
Not only did the astronauts need to be precise in their movements, they also had to deal with the enormous pressure on them to succeed. After all, Hubble cost over $1.5 billion in 1990 money. That's about $3.4 billion today.
There's no doubt there's public pressure. There's no doubt. The results, people are waiting to get it fixed, and a lot of it should not have happened. The mirror floor was inexcusable, but the world is not perfect. There is public pressure. It's important to people to get that thing fixed. And so that's the consequence. You feel the consequences.
Even after all the work, the feeling of satisfaction, knowing the mission was completed, was not truly felt until weeks after, when the first photo using the new hardware was shared with the public.
But it was Galaxy M100. Oh my God. What? It was an outrageous picture. I don't know if it brought me to tears or not.
The Hubble Space Telescope has shown humanity the wonders of space for over 30 years and will continue to do so at least until 2030, thanks to astronauts like Story Musgrave. Make sure you check out our Facebook page, aboutspace.today, for launches and landings, and invite your family and friends to listen weekly. Be sure to join Space Coast news editor Don Meyer every Friday for America in Space. To all of our listeners around the world and here in the United States, thanks for joining me. I'm John Gomez, and this has been About Space Today.